Hello everyone, how are we doing on this fine Friday evening? Sorry that this isn't an adventure video. I said it would be one, but it's not. It's almost ready, but it's not quite ready, so that will have to be released in the week, next week, a day early on Patreon, of course. And today, we play some Geoguessr, and I'm hoping that this map might be quite fun and interesting. It's behind you. It's a map that's made specifically for no moving or panning. So it'll just be one still image. And the reason is there'll be something famous behind us, whether it be a monument or an attraction or a landmark. That'll be behind us, but we won't be able to see it. So we'll have to try and figure out what is behind us based on what's in front of us. So if it's the Eiffel Tower or the Statue of Liberty, it might be quite easy. But apart from that, I think there's potential for anything to stump me. There's potential for embarrassment. But there's also potential for great detective work. So without any further ado, let's play this game. Let's get a challenge link. A link that you can use to play along with this game. I know, incredible. Check out how to do it in the description below. And let's play it. Right. Okay. So here is the view. This is what we've got. I think this is America. But dunno. This is Google imagery. This isn't a photosphere that's been taken by someone. Let's... Oh, bloody hell. We can only zoom in on what's directly in front of us. But you know what? That might not be the worst thing in the world, because I don't know if I'd have zoomed in on that. Wisconsin. We're in Wisconsin. The something state. I don't know what that says. The 51st state? No, can't be. 31st? Let me know in the comments. What is that? What is Wisconsin? So yeah, straight away when I saw this flag here, what's going on with the zoom in, guys? Can you let me know that as well in the comments? I don't think I'll know what this is. What's behind us? Not very good pantomime, is it, this? No, because I was thinking it could be... What's it called? Mount Rushmore. But that's in Nebraska or Dakota, I believe. So, dunno. Let's get into Wisconsin. I don't know what qualifies as a famous thing, a monument or a... Could be anything, I guess. Could be a national park. North Highland American Legion State. But there are tourists here. There are tourists. There are many flags which would indicate that it's an important, significant place. So... the question is, how do I find it? Can I find it? Green Bay, Milwaukee. I don't know where to start. I mean, we got Milwaukee. Let's have a look in and around Milwaukee. I'm saying it how I believe you say it, but don't have a go at me if I'm wrong. I'm going to see if there's anything, famous, like a memorial park to the veterans of Vietnam or something. Bloody hell. That is weird. Veterans Park. Oh my god, Vietnam veterans. That is absolutely ridiculous. Okay. Is that a huge coincidence, or is there one in most cities? I don't know. But I am really leaning towards that. Just because I've said it. Not because I believe that we are here. We're looking south. So, yeah, I would say that down there is like the car park, this, and we are basically here. I'm willing to go for that. And then behind us is the park, or maybe we're here. Could we be somewhere else? Yes, absolutely. I mean, that's a baseball stadium. a zoo. We could be next to a zoo. What are the other flags? What are the other flags? I think they're state flags. I think that's Texas. I think we can see California somewhere. Wait a minute. What if we're not in Wisconsin and each pillar is a different state? Oh, God. Oh, no. That means that we could be in Washington, D.C. or something. If there's a park of the United States, then I'd be there. But I think I've got to go for the Wisconsin thing. This is very likely not right. I think I've realised the flaw in the plan, but I don't know where else to go. So I'm going to go for this. Yeah. Wait a minute. Oh, what do I even say? What do I... You've got to laugh, man. You've got to laugh. Said it at the start. Mount Rushmore. That was my first bloody instinct. Right. Next round. We have a cannon. This is an interesting looking place. We have a cannon. Well done if you got Mount Rushmore. Pricks. We have cannons. They're pointing down into this little strait. It's an old fort. Now we can't zoom in on much, but we can zoom in on this little shipyard. I want to look at the shape of the houses. Looks Norwegian or Canadian to me. So we could be, yeah, we could be in Canada or Norway. I'd say, judging by that over there, it looks more like Canada. Or maybe it's something else other than those two. But to have cannons, there would have had to have been a lot of action going on around here in like 17th, 18th, 19th centuries, around those times. Well, the bad news is there's a lot of areas, a lot of inlets we could search for sure. But right now, I think I'm gonna search somewhere up here. St. John, Halifax, maybe it's Nova Scotia. St. John's. I think if we just look. Oh, Ken Butt has taken this. I cannot get over the names. I know I have fun with the names on Geodetective, but are they having fun on some of these photospheres, or does this kind of activity attract people with weird names? Ken Butt, Canada, he's Canadian, right? Yeah, that would back up the buildings down here. Let's have a little search. We're looking, again, we're looking for something where it's quite a distinctive pattern, a distinctive shape of inlet, of bay. So yeah, I'm going to start looking for the bay. I mean, this one looks pretty good. I won't lie. Signal Hill, the Queen's Battery Barracks. I think I might have found it straight away. I didn't know at first whether this side, the northern side of the bay, comes in, but it doesn't seem to that much. Battery Lookout. I mean, that's it, isn't it? What have we got there? Yeah, look, we've got that. It's man-made, but it's on the map. Battery Village Lookout. Yeah, I cannot believe I've stumbled across that. The Queen's Battery Barracks. So behind us is Signal Hill Visitor Centre, I think. We can't really see how much land is down there because It's hidden, but the first transatlantic radio transmission. Wow, this really is a historic place. That's amazing. Cabot Tower. Well, we've lost a load of points. I would like to get this spot on, but I can't really see. Kind of in line with the middle of that. I think we might be there, you know. I think we might be there. Cabot Tower, I think, is behind us. Let's go for it. Ah, yeah. Okay, not to worry. No, not to worry. That's fine. 333 yards. We were at the Queen's Battery Barracks. 4999. No, lovely score. No, can't complain. Love that score. Love that. 4999. Really nice round number. Let's carry on. Well done if you got that. Well done even more if you stumbled across it. By the way, if you're suspicious of that in any way, Newfoundland, was it Newfoundland? Yeah, Newfoundland has quite a distinctive look about it. It looks more like Norway. Sort of colder, more grassy, less trees, and the buildings actually look quite similar to Norwegian buildings too. And I figured if there's going to be a fort, it's probably by the capital. You know, we're not going back thousands of years here. And it's the first place you would hit, isn't it, if you're coming across the Atlantic. So, yeah, a bit of luck there, but a bit of guesstimation. Right, next round. Let's try and figure out what language this is. Vrata, that sounds like Croatian. Stone Gate. And then Galleria, the Dvori Gallery. Ah, there we go. There's the Croatian flags in the distance. Yep, so we are in Croatia. Doesn't really look like Zagreb, but if it's not Zagreb, I'm kind of stuffed because I don't know where I would look. Let's have a look though. It might give it away here. Museum of Broken Relationships. Wait a minute. I think that might be in Zagreb. Musée Marton. Can't really read any of the rest of that. I went to a weird museum in Zagreb when I was there about 10 years ago. God, that was 10 years ago. Bloody hell. And I don't know if it was this... Let's get in there. I don't know if it was this museum, actually. But we did go to a weird museum. So where were we staying? Bear with me. I've got to use my own experiences here in Zagreb when I was backpacking and whatnot around the world, around Europe. Archaeological discoveries, no. Interactive chocolate, no. Historic tower with views in Cannon, no. To be honest, I didn't see as much stuff as I should have done because I was getting drunk all the time. That was it. That's where I went. Alcohol-related anecdotes. The Alcohol Museum. Maybe that's where I went. I don't know, to be honest. But maybe this is Zagreb. It didn't really look like it at first, but maybe it is. There it is. I don't believe it. Exhibits devoted to failed love affairs. Well, if that's not it, then I'll be very surprised. And in front of it, which is the thing that we're meant to be thinking about, is the historic tower with views and a cannon. The Top Kula Lotrasak. Yeah, that one. And the Palace of Diverse. So, haven't heard of these things. Probably should have done. But not to worry, we have found the museum. It was in Zagreb. A lot of museums. That I was starting to think there are a lot of museums, so that was giving me confidence that we could be here. So, there's the marker. And I've got the 5,000 at last. Great. That's a relief. Haven't had to spend too much time yet on a particular round. Probably should have spent longer on the Mount Rushmore one. But let's move on to round 4. Photographed by Dear Mobied. And I was thinking, even before I noticed that this does look quite Arabic. Let's see what we can zoom in on. Yeah. Please tell me this isn't how every zoom in works. Please tell me this is just this map. Yeah, we're in the Arabic world. Not necessarily the Middle East, it could be North Africa, but we're in the Arabic world for sure. I'm trying to look at the people. They're just clambering about. Looks really fun to explore this actually. Can we see up there at all? That reminds me of sort of Jordan, Amman, that sort of thing. Dear Mobied. The name, I know it's not necessarily in the spirit of the game to concentrate on the name, but it sounds more Middle East than North African, I think. Don't know. Is that a hint of a flag? I'm not sure. Probably not. Do we have a flag at all? No. Oh, and what could be behind us? That's the other thing. No idea. No idea. I'm wondering whether this is like Roman ruins, some of this. Carthage, maybe. Could it be Carthage or is it something around Jerusalem? Jordan. Yeah, what is there around here? Amman Citadel. Roman Temple of Hercules. Amman Citadel. I like this. I like that. We've got both Roman and Arabic. Well-known historic site with ruins. I like this. Byzantine Church is apparently here as well. What I like about this is we could have the Roman Temple of Hercules behind us, but I don't put much trust in the compass at this point because it's a photosphere by a person. So I reckon... Wait, where's the sun? Sun is behind us. Yeah, so I think we are actually looking north. I reckon the Roman Temple of Hercules is behind us and that we are about here. I'm going to go for it. I'm feeling good. I don't know why I am, because there must be so many sites around the Arabic world where there's Roman ruins and Arabic ruins, but I don't know. Let's just give it a go. I'm happy enough to click. And there you go. It's up in Syria, Aleppo. I keep thinking someone's calling me up here. I don't know why. So, Aleppo Citadel. Not necessarily Roman ruins there. Imposing medieval fortified palace. Mosque. Yeah, no. There's a high school there apparently. But yeah, no apparent Roman ruins there. So, yeah. Clearly my thinking was a little bit optimistic. But I'm not too bothered. We were in a neighbouring country and we got 3,684 points, which isn't terrible. Glad I didn't go over in Carthage. And we move on to the final round. The round finale. Oh, God, I thought that was going to be black then. And I would have had to start again. Are we recording on that note? Yo, we are. Right. This is different. This could not be more different to the last round. Now, is that Iceland, the Faroe Isles? I'm thinking Iceland. It looks huge, this valley. I think this valley alone is probably bigger than any of the valleys in the Faroe Isles when you take into account those really far reaches over there. Also, there's probably more tourist spots and attractions in Iceland. That looks like a huge waterfall. There's obviously a huge drop off there. Who's taking it? Aaron Arbjorn Sigurdsson. I mean, could you make it more obvious that you're from Iceland, buddy? My goodness. Sigurdsson. Sigurdarsson. Sorry. Sigurdarsson. He's a good arsonist. Sigurdarsson. Shut up, Tom. Right, there is another valley down there. There's an arm that goes kind of west. Which there is one there. There is a mountain, waterfall there, potentially. Let's keep looking. We're going to find this. We are going to find this. No question. No question. Wait. Tom. The compass will be wrong. So, based on where the sun is, we probably are looking westish. Right. Could be here. No. Right, I actually think we might have to be here. It's not quite right. Ooh, hot tub. There's nothing behind us. And it's still not the right shape. What about that one? That's it. That's got to be it. 100%, man. Okay. It just looks... It's just a difficult perspective, but yeah, that is it. But the positioning might be a bit tricky. So, in front of us, we've got a big waterfall. But of course, there's one behind us, which is presumably even more famous and spectacular. So, problem is, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've got loads here. So, the bend of the river is what I'm going to use. So, it comes around to the left. Then it falls down to the right. I reckon here. Yeah. I think you can see where the path goes close to the river as it bends round there. And that'll be there. So I am pretty happy with that. And we're basically on the river. So I'm going for that. Oh my goodness. It's the next one down. Strump Glufrafoss was in front of us, and Heistayalafoss was behind us. Heistayalafoss. I'm feeling confident today with my pronunciations. Didn't say they were correct, but I'm feeling confident. A 5,000er at the end. Good. I'm relieved that we ended on a high. I don't know how I managed to stay in the points there, 153 yards away. But I did, and we've ended on 20,950. Not the end of the world. Mount Rushmore at the start really did set things off on a bad course a little bit, but I feel like I managed to steer back on track. Do let me know, as always, how you did. Many of you, I think, will have got Mount Rushmore and therefore will have ended on a higher score. But some of you may have fallen down to roughly my level there. So yeah, do let me know, and the next video you see will be the adventure video, I promise. Have a great weekend, everyone. Do drop me a like if you enjoyed, and thanks for watching as always.